save on your brakes and stuff like that.
Right.
Really, like so you don't have to ever use your brakes.
Right.
So,
So it's like it won't coast like a regular gas powered vehicle. It'll
so like I
So
just
you
let off
down.
the gas. The car's slowing down naturally. Like in a regular
And
car,
it
you
feel like-
probably still be
exactly
going
so,
30 because we're going down.
Right.
This
It
is-
actually feel like you're
You're
hitting the brakes.
naturally slowing down. Yeah,
Right.
just
Actually,
in,
yeah.
in one pedal drive or like
Right.
in a Tesla, it's called hold.
Uh-huh.
It would try to go to zero instead of just naturally like slowing down.
Mm.
It would try to go to zero. Some people, I always just say if it does have that mode, go in an empty parking lot, test it out. You just jerking and jerking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's something people not used to. It's literally like using your gas as your gas and your brake. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just personal preference. But most people like this mode. Like I don't like that mode because it's too much work.
That's too much work.
Well, it's just something like I'm cool with just being able to, like, I learned how to drive hitting the brake. Like, I'm not gonna.
So what mode is it in us?
It should be probably because it's not trying to go to zero, and I'm not sure if either if they even have it because every EV vehicle is so different.
Right.
So yeah, regenerative braking. That's probably
standard
so
mode.
stop mode. Hold is probably what I'm talking about,
Mhm.
where it's if I let off the gas, I probably can't do it unless I go to. All right, so yeah, look.
Hold.
So now that I'm in hold, if I try to, it's trying to get. See the difference?
Yeah, I see the
It's
difference.
trying to go straight to zero and hold. So
That's
it's a big
phenomenal.
dip. So as soon as I let off, like all the way off the gas,
Yeah.
it's gonna try to completely stop.
So that's a safety feature. That's phenomenal.
Yeah. So it's
It was like-
and it's also like obviously EVs don't have as much maintenance as gas cars, but
Right.
why not if you want to do more to prevent your brakes from having issues,
Uh-huh.
you never really have to touch your brakes with this method
Right.
because you're really only using the gas.
Okay.
Like as soon as when I let up off, it
Yeah.
slows down. If I let all the way off, it's gonna try to stop.
And then if you tap the brake, it comes to a complete stop.
If I hit the brake, it'll.
Yeah.
But before I even get to the brake, it might be
Yeah,
stopped by that
exactly,
time. You see
right.
what I'm saying?
So this is an extremely safe vehicle.
All EVs are going to be generally just more safer,
Right.
off more safe off that. Just features like that,
Right.
like Tesla have. I don't know about Lucid. Like I don't know all the details about Lucid, like I would a Tesla or like our Mach-E's, because obviously I sell them.
Yeah.
But most EV vehicles have auto brakes anyway. So like if it feels like, and I'm sure this is a $40,000-$50,000 car, so I'm sure it probably has it too. I just don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But most EV vehicles have auto brake systems. So if it feels like I'm not paying attention, even with the whatever the case may be, and it feels like I'm about to hit a car, like my Tesla will automatically brake for me.
Right.
So yeah, it's definitely going to be a safer vehicle for sure.
And I'm aware that the EV the gas mileage is measured 33.7 kilowatts.
Mm-hmm.
Is equivalent to a gallon in gasoline. So 33.7. So this will get. Did you ever find out what kilowatts this
now
was?
Lucids get more range.
They get more range, right?
Yeah, generally some Lucids can get up to like 450.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about.
Right.
this Sugar Creek, so this like one of the.
this is Sugar Creek.
You
I've
probably
been around
familiar.
Sugar Creek,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. So I always have to explain to people out of town. If they see something like that, they don't know what's going on. I'm like, it's just not a good area, people say, but
Yeah.
it's really not that bad to me. Yeah.
So this range on this one is what, 121?
As far as like 198%, how many miles it gets?
It's 98% battery.
Yeah. So 100%.
So, yeah. So like, I mean, I looked it up. I googled it. I looked it
Yeah.
up.
So
on
the thing is about EVs is generally like let's just say it gets 450 miles,
Mhm.
100%. Well, you got to think about with the air on AC. You got to think if you're driving on the highway.
Yeah.
Realistically, it might be more like 430 instead of 450. You get what I'm saying?
400,
So if you
430
Google it and it says 450,
Yeah.
realistically it's probably somewhere 420 and it
Right.
being used.
Right.
So max it probably gets 420, 430, 430. Like I would say that. And then you got to, like I said, think about having AC blast and driving on the highway that kind of drains your battery a little more. Just like gas cars, you know what I mean? Having your AC all the way up and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying.
and then they fast. So, you know,
Oh
they take
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
that's
I mean?
smooth acceleration. I like that. It put me
Yeah.
back in the seat.
Yeah. It's kind of like a roller coaster.
Exactly.
Like when I hit this, we gonna
Yeah.
your head
That's
gonna
what I
fly
like,
back.
yeah.
You tell me that's
That's what I like.
Especially if you're gonna be in
Yeah.
Atlanta for that type of traffic. You need to
Exactly.
be able to maneuver through all them.
So I could commute from here to Atlanta and this and get there in no time. It's like
Oh yeah.
the way that this maneuvers, and
Right.
look at that. Oh my goodness.
Like, and I'm barely really hitting it.
Barely
you know
hitting the
what I mean?
accelerator,
Yeah, like I'm, you know what I'm saying? So absolutely. And then I think this like increases the pressure on the stop and stuff like that. It makes your regenerative braking, so it makes your brakes save on its brakes more on high.
Wow.
But I'd have to look to see because I know different trims get different ranges in the Lucids.
Exactly.
I'm just not well equipped on which ones give
Right.
how much range. So I honestly have to Google what it would be
Yeah.
at 97%. But they all, I think the higher trims, I guess, get more range, you know, depending on
Right.
the type of what's in it and things like that. Like you can just boom, right on by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm driving generally more safe because I'm the one driving. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know, when it's yours, you know,
Right.
fly through these lanes. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I'm sold on this. This is like.
that's what, you know. And if you already interested in EVs, once you come and get a look and test one, it's gonna be everything you want it to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just for most people, it's getting over the idea of charging your car and spending time to charge it.
And
Versus,
the cost to charge the EV is, of course, lesser than gasoline. And filling
absolutely.
a
So
vehicle,
it'll tell you like how many, like my Tesla tells me, like it'll tells me how much I charged, how much it was per kilowatt.
Mhm.
You know how many kilowatts to the mile percentage
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's what
So
it
you
said.
kind of have to do your own calculations on that.
It says
But generally-
33.7.
Yeah. So generally, like for me to get 150 miles, like. So I travel to South Carolina a decent amount,
Right.
about an hour and a half, 150 miles.
Right.
It cost me probably about 20 to 25 bucks to really charge to get there and be comfortable and drive around there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if I wanted to charge enough to get there and move around and come back to max it out, it's probably, I don't, like, I was just telling somebody spent $50 on a Maverick that gets 48 miles to the gallon. It took them $50 to fill up their tank. I've never spent $50
And that's what I'm saying.
to
It
fill
just,
up my car.
it just makes sense.
On my test.
to
Yeah,
own an
especially
EV.
if you drive a lot.
Yeah.
Even if you don't drive far, it's
Right.
still like a tremendous save. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Compared to gas, you know what I mean? Yeah. Especially if you don't drive a lot, it's almost inexpensive. And even if you get a home charger or somewhere where you can charge at home and they charge to the electricity, I think it's like 3 cents to the mile. I have to double check that.
Yeah.
'Cause, that's what I looked up. 3 cents to the mile of your home on your bill, which is pretty much like nothing really.
Right.
Just charging daily. Because they don't take long to charge.
Right.
Home chargers are fast, so it'll probably take 15, 20 minutes. That's nothing.
Yeah.
It's gonna 15, 20 minutes might cost you $5, $10 in a Tesla. Or, depending on the charging station. You know what I mean? So to get maybe 50, 60, 100 miles of charge,
Right.
which is significant. So $10 in a gas car ain't gonna get you nothing. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
yeah. So I think like in the margins like that, it's a lot. You get a lot more value. For sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we get back, you
right.
can mess around with the features and stuff like that if you like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with it.
It's got your little speedometer right here.
Mm-hmm.
That noise you probably hear when the light turns green is probably just an indication that the light's green. Like a little so
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Right.
It's kind of trying to let you. Now sometimes you have to pay attention because say you at the left turning lane and it's red, but this light turn green, it might make the noise. My car do that in my Tesla. It'll make the noise even though my light ain't green, but it knows that some light
Right.
is green. So
Right.